based off the 1980 cult classic movie of the same name, starring Olivia Newton-John, and it was actually the last major on-screen appearance by Gene Kelly as well. It is the story of Kira, a Greek muse who comes down to 1980s Los Angeles to inspire a struggling artist named Sonny Malone to build a tribute to all the different various art forms in this gorgeous amalgamation that will really be a blend of all the art forms. And the form that they choose is a roller disco. Timeless. When the movie came out in 1980, it was an immediate flop, which is so sad because it has the bones of something truly brilliant. It has absolutely incredible musical numbers by Electric Light Orchestra and John Farrar, who was Olivia Newton-John's songwriter. And what is building the blocks of the story is very minimal. It really is just, there's no clear feature between song to song. Famously, the director locked the screenwriter in a room for 3 days until the screenplay was complete. And even still after those 3 days, what the final result is barely qualifies as a plot. It was a commercial failure at the box office, but really found a second life on its home video release. And that's why it's really beloved by a lot of people, because at the end of the day, it's just really joyful and fun. And so it oftentimes holds a really special place in a lot of people's hearts, especially if they grew up with the movie. What I like so much about the 2008 stage adaptation, which is what we're bringing to life on stage, is that they not only take the musical numbers very seriously, because they in their own right are indeed spectacular, but they actually build out a lot more plot elements so that they have a villain and, you know, conflict, which is sometimes important for a story. We have such a fabulous team working on this show. Bringing together the incredible musical numbers is our musical director, Brandon McKinnon, and our vocal director, Vance Coram. They are working right along in tandem with our dual choreographer / roller skating training team, Keely Cobb and Eric Ventura. All of them together are brand new to Reno Little Theater. They have never worked with the theater before, and it has been such a delight seeing all of the joy and passion that they are bringing to the stage. These musical numbers are so peppy. They are so 80s. You cannot have a musical with this much glitz and glamour without the true finesse of these musical talents. It truly does take a village to raise a musical, and I am so glad that I have this team behind me, because this show would not be half the show it is without their esteemed talent. Making up our Muse sisters, we have Chris Ross, Lincoln Roche, Serena Dantzler, and Hannah Sage Sloan, who are going to not only be playing Kira's sisters, but also various other characters in both the 1980s Los Angeles setting and also Mount Olympus. That's right, we're going all the way up to the top with the Greek gods on this one. We have our bodacious baddies, Cindy Sabatini and Amy Gianos. Playing Gene Kelly's character, an adaptation of that character, is the fabulous Chad Sweet. Playing our sometimes misguided romantic lead, Sonny Malone, we have Hunter Healy, and playing the incomparable Kira, we have the absolutely amazing Ileana Nightingale. This is such a fun cast, and I've only ever worked with a few of them outside of the theater, and so it's been really, really interesting to see all of the new, fun jokes and quips that we're able to kind of bring to life on stage. It's just a really, really fun environment. We decided to purchase the rights to show the film at Reno Little Theater, because while the musical is very deftly crafted that you don't have to see the movie to have so much fun seeing the musical, there are Easter eggs riddled throughout the plot that make it all the more satisfying if you do. And myself and my technical director, Chad Sweet, are working to put even more Easter eggs in from a design standpoint. So it is just going to be a very rich experience if you know what you're getting into, if you start from where the movie started. Tickets are as low as $10, $5 for students, and for as high as $25. You get a bunch of extra goodies and can even score a discount on your ticket to the musical. So come ready to have so much fun. We highly encourage you to dress up. It's going to be a blast. What I think is so wonderful about this piece is that it poses a really interesting question that I think a lot of people will relate to. The question is, when in times of struggle, is it appropriate to continue making art? Because anthropologically, in times of struggle throughout human history, we have a lot of blank spaces in creation and innovation. But the secret is no one ever stops truly creating art. And it takes me back to 5 years ago during the COVID pandemic, when people like me who make their whole careers about art and creativity were told what you do is not essential. And of course, that was done for very good reasons, for the sake of human safety. But that does have lasting impacts about questioning your place in the world and if what you have to contribute to the world really does matter. But the thing I think was so interesting is during that time, people didn't stop making things. TikTok flourished, the world's biggest talent show. People made full musicals. We were doing skits with people halfway across the world from us. We were painting rocks and putting them in our neighbors' yards. It was such a time of creativity despite being so isolated. And so the answer to that question is it's always appropriate to create art. So if you've got that screenplay that you've been sitting on for a while, finish it. Take that pottery class, go plan a night with your friends and sing your favorite song at karaoke. The world needs your voice because the art that you contribute to the world makes the world so much more lovely and beautiful. And I think that's something that we all could really use in our lives right now.